Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the monster Grynde at rank 5 level 150. So this mythic monster is currently available in Bounty Hunt, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a review, showing you guys the best skills, the best moves setup, and everything you need to know about this new mythic monster. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, you should drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go and get started. Let's go ahead and take a look at his traits. So for traits, we have Bulwark, we have the triple damage for season 4, right? So both of these are rank 0. Rank 1 comes with a area nature protection, so I'm assuming that's like a 50%. Yeah, it's kind of like damage section, but only for nature elements, so it gives it to everybody in the team. And then you have immune to possession. It would have been nice if this was fire. Can you imagine that? Immune to possession as well. And then against your peers. And last but not least, rank 5, you have artifact hater. Okay, I actually didn't know about this part. I knew that he had access to peers, but I didn't know about this. Triple damage against Pierce monsters. Interesting. So technically you're going to be dealing 600% damage just like that, with just the traits with this monster against the fugitive right now, which is pretty good. I believe the League 8 is actually a artifact monster, so that's why I said that. Now in terms of stats, you have 34,561 power. That's pretty high. 420,189 life and 14,288 speed. Overall, pretty good stats, I've got to say, comparing it to the other galactic monsters. Now, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the skills. What do we have here? Forest Judgment. Alright, so this is a insane nature damage to one enemy, applies toxins to one enemy. So toxins is actually pretty good because it deals 15% nature damage, and incoming damage will basically increase by 50%, which is pretty good. And if the enemy has, let's say, artifact trait, well, actually, no, that won't land because toxins, it's a torture. Tortures, you know, don't land on artifact monsters unless they're trait tabled, but the whole purpose gets defeated because the enemy won't have that artifact trait anymore, right? So you can't really deal the triple damage. So never mind, I take that back. Now that's a pretty high single target damage, I've got to say. Now Gale of Leaves, this is a moderate nature damage to all enemies, applies poison to all enemies, so it comes with a torture, which is pretty good. So pretty good AoE there as well. Artifact hater with double damage, so in case if your artifact hater status caster runs out, which eventually will, obviously, you can go ahead and reapply it plus a double damage on top of that, so it's like a self boost. And then you have Nature's Punishment, which is a massive nature damage when enemy applies nature weakness and poison as well. So the nature weakness does not apply first before the massive nature damage. If it did, it would be like literally an instant kill, but sadly it's not like that, or else it would be too OP actually. Now his ultimate is called Lethal Hunt, which is a pierce to itself, deals insane nature damage to one enemy, applies a 2-turn death countdown to itself. Now that ultimate is actually pretty powerful, first of all, but in terms of stamina cost, it's a bit high, right? 45 stamina, 42 stamina, 48, and then 38, pretty high. But in terms of cooldown, it's actually not that bad, although he doesn't have any 0 cooldown skills that we're equipping here. But let's see what else we got here. Green Breeze, which is a moderate nature damage to all enemies, applies toxins to all enemies. So if you want to run another AoE skill, which I guess you can, because his other ultimate or his other AoE skill is basically a 3-turn cooldown. So in case if you don't want to wait another 3 turns, you can go ahead and run yourself another nature AoE, which comes with toxins. That one comes with poison, but this one comes with toxin. Pretty good. Now you do have another artifact hater with damage boost, but I'd recommend going with the Nightshade Aroma, obviously, because you know you get the double damage instead of the 50% damage boost, right? You want better. Then you have Artifact Hater with Pierce to itself. I wouldn't really run that. Now you do have a spammable skill, which is Hide in the Woods. I feel like many's probably gonna run this. Many players are gonna run this. So it'd be like, for example, Forest Judgment. It'd be the Massive Nature, and then it would be one of the AoEs, and then Hide in the Woods. But personally, I think I'm gonna run these 4 right here. But again, if you are gonna run any damage boost skills, I would recommend running double damage. But if you're not gonna run that, I would recommend running Hide in the Woods. But these are the 4 that I'm gonna run, obviously. But anyways, so in terms of runes, I would recommend giving 2 strength and 1 speed, something like this, you know what I mean? That's what he needs. Or you could do 2 speed and 1 strength as well. Now in terms of relics, this is actually pretty good, you know what I mean? What is set up here already, because this regenerates stamina, I would recommend giving this armor, specifically this armor only, because if you ever need to regenerate stamina, you don't feel like charging up, you can go ahead and do so with this relic. But in terms of sword, you have many options. Like, there's so many options. You could even do laser beam sword to boost up your strength if you want. And then let me see what we got here. For this, you could do Sector's Copy. This is actually pretty good for bounty hunts as well, but if you don't want to do that, you can do something else. Let me see. For example, Rosal's Sword. This one's actually not that bad. You also have Coffee Beer's Hook if you want to run that. I think I'm going to do that. Sure, why not? But overall, here's another thing that I want to kind of point out, which is kind of like a con for this monster, is that all of his skills that deals damage are basically nature elements. You got to be careful of you know, if you go up against another nature monster, you're gonna have a difficult time. That pierce won't really help you out. Unless if the enemy has artifact trait, then sure. But other than that, that's not really gonna help you out. You know, you're not gonna be doing too much damage. And also, he is nature element in a fire meta, so be careful of that. But anyways, I'm not sure if I actually mentioned this already, but I want to give a huge shout out to Bunky for letting me borrow her account to record this video for you guys. I couldn't have done it without her. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna run something like this, you know, just like a tanky Grynde, so we don't get one tapped by the Serpentics and Cupids and stuff like that. I'm gonna run one life there. But anyways, yeah, speaking of Cupidity, fire meta everywhere, literally. You're gonna see lots of fire monsters, pierce monsters specifically, so you gotta be careful, especially if you're gonna be running it on PvP. I'm glad you didn't PR there because I'm gonna do this, and we gotta get rid of the big threat, which is, oh, actually we can do AoE, and that basically eliminates them all. But I was gonna do a single target and eliminate the Cupid monster first, but I guess not. I guess this works too. Am I running Shadow Yin Asen? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Oh, they're not even gonna come back. Okay, not even a single revival lesson on those two monsters that could come back. Okay, well, yeah, the monster's pretty powerful, if you gotta say, but just be careful of Serpentics and Cupid, especially if they're fast. Now, that wasn't a super fast one. This one's definitely gonna get a turn in before me, so let's see what he's gonna do. What? Surprisingly, he's faster than a 1-speed Cupid. This Cupid has 1 speed, and I have no speed at all. Even that life is mutated with power. You've got to be kidding me. Now, he's probably going to get a turn in here, so I'm going to do another... I'm going to use my AoE skill. Now, again, you have 2 AoE skills, whichever one you want to run. I think I'm going to do this one this time. This is a 40%. The other one is also a... Oh, the other one's 35%. So the one that comes with toxins is actually 35%. But the poison one is actually slightly more powerful in terms of damage output. Alright, there goes my Marasan. So Devil Shadow gonna kick in. Oh, they're not even gonna survive that. Oh, wow. We made it too difficult for them. This team is just too good. But seriously, we need to finally Serpentix base. Especially Serpentix. I want to see how Serpentix will do against this monster. Cupid's been too slow. I just gotta see a 1-speed or 2-speed Serpentix that's gonna be slightly faster than me. So let me back out of this because it's just common monsters. That's something not what we're really looking for. What we're looking for is something really meta. Are you kidding me? You know, here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, this is also gonna be pretty easy. So I'm gonna get this done real quick. But I have an idea. Okay, as you see, the stun didn't land, or any of the tortures. It comes with a random. It comes with a random control status effect. I believe that skill right there that he just used. The reason why it didn't land is because of Bulwark. Now here's the other thing. Remember when I told you guys to equip Killerock's armor? It's because of this. He doesn't have any stamina right now. I got literally stamina drain. But huge thanks to Killerock's armor, I regenerated 280 stamina, which is just the full amount that I need. And now I can go ahead and do something like this. Oh, I don't have my pierce anymore. Okay. Wait, hold on. You know what I noticed? Oh no, that kind of sucks. Hold on. You know what I actually noticed? Let me tell you guys this real quick. I'm gonna do this. Once you lose his pierce, you can't really reapply that pierce unless you're running another pierce skill. He's just a normal attacker. Once he loses his pierce, you have to reapply it for a turn, right? In order to reuse that pierce again. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments with the skills then in that case. We will have to. I'm just gonna win this real quick because why not? Let's actually win this. Alright. So I guess we'll just do the healing with a double damage. I can't believe I didn't even like notice that. I actually didn't notice that till now. So yeah, if you actually lose your pierce, sadly you're gonna have to apply it with a skill. But those skills that you're running, here's the thing with that. So poison is more powerful, slightly more powerful than toxin. So I guess I'm gonna go with that and just swap with this. You probably carry the no, not double damage. Where's the pierce skill? Right here. You're gonna have to maybe carry the spell imposed, which we didn't even mention to carry. So this right here, I would recommend running it. The nice thing is that it's 0 cooldown, so as long as you have the stamina, you can always just go ahead and reapply your pierce over and over again. So in this case, if we ever get hit with nanovirus, or because nanovirus blocks positive side effects, which is pierce for example, you can always NER that and then reapply that pierce for a turn. But the thing is, you can't really damage within that one turn. you're gonna kind of like lose that turn, so you have to wait until another turn, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna do this. Cupid didn't really do much there. He got a turn, but he didn't really do much. So we don't really need our Pierce. Since we already have it, we're just gonna go on and smash them just like that. And they're all dead. They're gonna come back. They're gonna actually survive this, I believe. Oh, actually, no. They're gonna die. Because Euro died, sadly. So now that second time is gonna kick in and it's gonna eliminate them all. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks, but the monster's pretty powerful. But the only few cons that I see here and there are all of his skills are nature elements, plus his nature element itself in a fire meta. And then on top of that, you have to reapply the Pierce whenever you need to reuse it, basically. Because if the enemy ends up cleansing your Pierce, that's going to be an issue, because he'll just become a normal attacker, which is not that bad, but we like fancy stuff like Pierce, right? So that's that. But overall, not a bad monster. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this mythic monster, and that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.